Good night.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a warm welcome to Landon Stadium for the Landon Cup today as Hills United host Blacktown City, co-tenants of this venue. And the first time they get to play each other in the top flight of New South Wales football. We'll got this with you along with DJ Juzzy.
Starting 11, number 1, Ryan Wood. Number 5, Daniel Petkovsky. Number 11, Anthony Frangi. Number 12, Jordan Lane. Number 13, Cameron Philp. Number 15, Noah Casserly. Number 17, Caleb Jackson Brown. Number 19, Glenn Kelshaw. Number 20, Thomas Lopez. Number 26, Thomas Macco. And number 27, Nikolai Muller. Substitutions for Hills United this evening will be number 7, Wade Giovanali. Number 9, Yu Akubo. Number 10, Jamal Belcardi. Number 21, reserve keeper Emlyn Cross. Number 24, Sunday Yona. And number 14, Samuel O'Connor. For Blacktown City, their starting 11 is as follows. Number 1, Tristan Prendergast. Number 5, Grant Lynch. Number 7, Travis Major. Number 8, Jack O'Brien. Number 10, Mario Chabot. Number 11, Danny Choi. Number 12, Tyron Burney. Number 16, Ben Berry. Number 18, Nicholas O'Brien. Number 22, Jacob Maniti. And number 23, Joey Gibbs. Substitutions for Blacktown City this evening: number 17, Martin Fernandez. Number 20, Caden Henderson. Number 29, Zachary Butler. Number 42, Lachlan Henderson. Number 43, Riley Nolan. Number 53, Yusi Mickey. Officials this evening: the referee, Brody Merchant. Assistant referee, Charlotte Flynn, James Macris. The fourth official is Hayden Kay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a warm welcome to Landon Stadium for this round 15 clash of the NPL New South Wales men's competition. Their first time up against each other in the top flight of New South Wales as Hills United host Blacktown City. Will Gotch is with you on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel today. And it should be a fantastic game. Sides co-tenants of this, which I'm dubbing the Landon Cup. See both sides make their way out onto the centre of the park. And whilst I do that, we'll run through tonight's lineups for you. Firstly to the visiting side, Blacktown City. They've got two changes from last week's side. Mitchell Marley is out tonight. Marty Fernandez reverts back to the bench. Ben Berry and Jack O'Brien in the starting lineups, and they line up like this in goals. Number 1, Tristan Prendergast. Right to left, the back four of number 12, Tyron Burney. 16, Ben Berry. 18, Nick O'Brien. Grant Lynch, number 5, is your left wing back. The two holding mids of Jacob Maniti and Murray Shabao. In the front four of Travis Major, Joey Gibbs, Jack O'Brien and Danny Choi. On the bench tonight for Blacktown City, Marty Fernandez, reserve goalkeeper Caden Henderson, Zach Butler, Lockie Henderson and Riley Nolan, coached by Mark Crittenden. Whilst to Hills United, they also have two changes. Byron Ginn and Sunday Yono revert to the bench. Cameron Philp and Caleb Jackson-Brown in the starting lineup. They line up like this in goals. Number 1, Ryan Wood. A back four of Caleb Jackson-Brown. Noah Casserly. Daniel Pitkovsky. And on the left will be Jordan Lane. In the middle will be Nikolai Muller, Tommy Mako. And up front, Anthony Frangi, Jordan Lane, Cam Philp, and Thomas Lopez will be the number 9 for them. In the number 20 jersey on the bench, Wade Juvenali, Yuakubo, Jamal Belkardi, Sunday Yona, and reserve goalkeeper Emlyn Cross. They're coached by Luke Casserly. Referee for today is Brady Merchant. The assistants, Charlotte Flynn, James Macris, Hayden Kay will be your fourth official. It will be Blacktown City running from left to right on your screen in their traditional black strip. And Hills United right to left in their yellow shirt, white shorts and socks. In the under 20s game earlier today, it was Hills United 2 defeating Blacktown City 0. And will be Hills United to kick off. Thomas Lopez and Anthony Frangi there in the centre of the park, just waiting for referee Merchant to blow his whistle. The assistants make their way back to the sidelines. Plenty of action tonight. We'll go through the games. They're currently underway as the call happens. Glad to have you on Football New South Wales YouTube channel once again. Saturday night action here at Landon Stadium. We have kick-off. Anthony Frangi will be the first touch. Sends it forward to the skipper Kelshaw. Runs it forward and then buried downfield for Danny Choi. Danny Choi's tracked across by Noah Casserly. Bring that far corner. Blacktown City coming into this one in 4th spot. Hills United in 13th. Been close in recent weeks. Of course, they had that win a couple of weeks back over St George City. Narrowly going down last week here at home to Apia, 2-1. Blacktown City looking to make it 3 on end and maintain their premiership aspirations coming into this one in 4th spot. Lane now just punches it forward, looking for Frangi on the turn. Ben Berry there, and Nick O'Brien, call as you like, comes away with the ball for Blacktown City. Frangi there jostling hard, and referee sees an infringement. No, plays the advantage. It's Danny Choi now for Blacktown City. Foul this time in the centre of the park. There's Tommy Mako with the foul. Take it quickly and shift it out to Grant Lynch. Nick O'Brien, of course, his brother, their leading goal scorer, back in the lineup today. Jack on with 11 this year, the leading goal scorer for Blacktown City. We found a home up front third last year when they were short on numbers and didn't have the depth that they quite have this year in that front third. And goal scoring is a habit now for Jack. His brother Nick shift across. Danny Choi, which is overlapping, but Choi just holds it up. And now plays it forward for Jack O'Brien. Muller there rides the challenge and Sends it forward for Kelshaw. Brian happy to play it all the way back to Prendergast and come to Shabao. As we mentioned, both these sides share the same venue. It is Hills today with home ground advantage. Different sheds more over than anything else. She's over in that far corner fighting with Frangie. They come away with it. Jackson Brown doing well defensively. Just over the sideline for a Blacktown City throw. Of course, Jackson Brown, a former Blacktown City player himself, making that transition off season across to Hills, and he's been great for them this year. He's Manidi now. He can shift the ball across to the right. Tyrone Burney with some space in front of him. As Phil closes him down, almost falls there. It's Lane gets that ball away, but it's Major now can get around Lane, holds it up, and it's going to be double team. Tommy Mako coming in to help in at the moment, and looks like come away with it, but it's still with Blacktown. Here's Burney now, can get the ball across. Jack O'Brien there, near post, almost ghosting in with the opening goal of the night, but wasn't to be that time for Blacktown City's number 8. Here's Phil. Initial foul on Lopez, no advantage, so the referee calls it back for a Hills free kick. There's Tommy Mako now. Some games underway at the moment. Up your Leichhardt at Christie Park. To another victory, 84 minutes in, leading 2-0. And some early goals at Wanderers Football Park. Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Marconi Stallions 1. Game could be anything tonight. Of course, closed game venue. This evening's fixture. Not so here at Landon Stadium. There's Joey Gibbs on the turn. Plays it out to Major. This Major in the last couple of games been playing as a centre-back, their all-time leading goal scorer. As a centre-back, such has been the dearth of injuries that they've had. And Frangie now looks to measure his crossing. Headed away by Berry. First time by Major, finds Burney. They can play out in tight quarters here. Plays down quickly by Philp. They look the transition across to the left now. Here's Grant Lynch. The skipper, Shabao. Samario coming back from his suspension last week in that 3-0 victory over Marconi Stallions. Burney. Jack O'Brien just dropping a little deep, trying to get some touches in early, Jack. Burney goes midfield and plays it long over the top he goes. O'Brien will get there ahead of Lane. Here's Major. Mako stays strong. First time in, and Joey Gibbs just couldn't wrap his foot around that one. And a prizing play from Blacktown City in these early opening exchanges. Casserly tries to find Jackson Brown, but can he try on the far side, just got in the way, and Plug will go over the sideline for a throw. Jackson Brown with the ball in hand now. Infield for Frangie, chests it down, and under a bit of pressure he was there from Manidi. The ball goes over the sideline, so it's Grant Lynch with the throw just inside Blacktown's half, all the way back to Ben Berry. In turn, shifts it across. In fact, it was Nick O'Brien. Now it's Ben Berry. Back to where it came from. And they go long. O'Brien over the top looking for Choi, but Jackson Brown saw it coming and safety first. Almost sends it out of Landon Stadium, but it was offside ruled against Blacktown City. Assistant on the near side to us, James Macris, had his flag up early. Danny Choi just jumped the gun a little there. Those of you that may want to know the A-League score earlier today, just finished up. Melbourne victory in extra time, defeated Wellington Phoenix 2-1, so they're the first team through to the A-League's grand final. Also big game tonight, Central Coast hosting Sydney FC. Opportunity for the Mariners go back-to-back, but more importantly, host the grand final. This local derby promises to be everything tonight. Well, they'd love to both win the first local derby of these two teams in the top flight here in New South Wales. Gibbs for Manidi. No look, ball inside for Shabao. Has some space and can shift it across to Danny Choi, which is there if he wants to overlap. Kelshaw holds him up. Choi comes in onto his right. Just dinks it in looking for Gibbs. Tries a handball. No, says the referee, and they come away with it. Mako there just gives it away to Shabao. First time ball in, and a return ball from Jack O'Brien. Shabao almost sends that one into Ashley Brown Reserve. Of course, the backfields where the Blacktown City youth and SAP teams and the women's and men's at time train. As you're not in Sydney, been a cold day. 13, 14 degrees to start this one, but with the wind chill, it feels more like about 8 degrees. Well, no Tim Bailey, but I can tell you that'd be exactly how it is today. It's Jordan Lane. Philp all the way back to Wood. It's short to Castley. Castley eyes up and run it all the way back to almost the halfway. Here's Jackson Brown. Looks to get around. Danny Choi does so. Jackson Brown, Frangie. Jack O'Brien lurking, but Petkowski, ever alert, gets there first. Former Rockdale skipper. Shifts it out to Jordan Lane. He's looking for some options. Philp there with him, plays it to Kelshaw. His Lane overlapping, gets a measured ball in, away by Lynch. And as far as Kelshaw can have a shot, and Jack O'Brien did well just to disrupt that shot. Couldn't quite get the connection he wanted on it there. Comfortable in the end for Prendergast. A little high press at the moment from Hills, looking to keep Blacktown in their half. As soon as I say that, give away the free kick. So relieve some pressure from the visitors. All over the top. Nice ball there from Prendergast. And now ball for Lynch. Jack O'Brien just checks the mirrors. Comes inside, but Tommy Mako has impressed me, calling him a few times. Tommy Mako this year does a lot of work in that midfield for Hills United. An integral player and component for Luke Castley. Look for a big shift from him once again tonight. Muller. Philp. 1-2 with Frangie, still with Hills. Philp. The overlapping ball for Jackson Brown. Danny Choi comes back to help out defensively. They play the 1-2. This time it's O'Brien and Choi. Choi closed down by Jackson Brown. Over on that far side. So changes the point of direction. Manidi over the top. All read by Petkowski. Here's Lane. Major reads it well. Blacktown come away with it. Here's Travis Major. Doesn't get the power on the shot to trouble Ryan Wood in goals. 10.5 minutes gone here at Landon Stadium. No score. Hills United 0. Blacktown City 0. Well, he hasn't been accustomed to shooting in the last few weeks. Travis Major, of course, started centre back last week against Marconi, again in the Australia Cup. Blacktown City defeating Northbridge FC during the week 4-0, so they're in the round 7, so one round away from the national stage. That draw should be out shortly. It's a big fillip for all the NPL sides if they can get through to that round of 32, the national exposure, the live games. And how they all like to draw the big A-League clubs. Generate the crowd and the numbers through the gates. Of course, having the home ground advantage when they are drawing the A-League sides. Well, they might draw one of the interstate NPL sides and get a mid-season junket. Not that it would be much of a junket with so much football being played, 30 rounds. Of course, this is round 15 today. So next week sees the start of the second half of the season. And the season has pretty much come and gone, halfway through it already. Here's Bernie. Shabao. Kelshaw looks to close him down, but Shabao is held up by Kelshaw, so Good defensive work there from the skipper, Choi. All over the top for Major. Nice. Major can get this one in first time, and back post is Grant Lynch. Good defensive work there from Kelshaw, tracking back. It was just lauding him moments ago with skipper. Worked tirelessly to get back. Maybe a Blacktown City corner. There's Jack O'Brien in the far corner. Looks to zing this one in. The targets, namely Ben Berry, Grant Lynch. Just waits for them to get set. Shabao there trying to draw out defender. Jackson Brown. They go long and they look over the top. No one there at the back post. Castley with the clearance. The midfield ball at the moment with Manidi. Gets it back to Bernie. And they'll start again. Blacktown. Lopez there with the press. Nick O'Brien looking to shift ball across to the left-hand side. Goes over on the far side for a Blacktown City throw right on the halfway line. Taken quickly by Grant Lynch. Bernie wasn't the greatest of first touches, but he recovered so well. Maintained possession. Major to Ben Berry, and Ben Berry with that infield ball for Gibbs. Goes down. Just a nudge in the back there by Petkovsky. Can't miss him there in the heart of defence. A big unit that he is. Bernie. And Berry across to Nick O'Brien. A lot of opportunities for both sides since opening 15 minutes. Now can break for Blacktown. Bernie across to Troy. He'll run it. Jackson Brown, well, I thought that's what he'd do. Tried to play the ball in behind for Tyrone Bernie. Miscommunication there. Ryan Wood picks up the ball easily in the end. Scripts it across to Petkovsky. Jordan Lane. Cam Philp on the turn. Bernie all over him like a cheap suit in Hong Kong. Plenty of those around. And he goes down. Good for the free kick. And it'll be a throw to Hills United. Lopez there. Anthony Frangie just saying, referee, where's the foul? Play on. At Lennon Stadium. St George FC 1 leading Sutherland Sharks 0. That's an updated score around the grounds midway through the first half. Leichhardt defeated Spirit FC 2-0. Apia in some great form at the moment. Maintain the pressure at the top of the ladder. 1 point behind Rockdale Lillenden. 34 points. Opportunity for Wanderers to go top of the table. Maintain that top position tonight. So I can get over Marconi, but that game's still currently 1-1. Back underway here at Seven Hills. Castley, long ball for Jackson Brown. Made that run down that right-hand sideline. Falls. Second ball for Kelshaw. Jackson Brown ends up with it in the end. Here's Jackson Brown. Kelshaw wants it. Jackson Brown going alone. Looks to cut it back onto the spot. Lopez. Couldn't get enough on it on target there, Thomas Lopez. Just as they look to open the scoring. Looking to add to his 3 goals this year, Thomas Lopez. Beautiful work it was. Well, Jackson Brown almost comes up with an assist against his old club. And that's the best chance of the game for Hills United. Ball in for Lopez. Prendergast off his line quickly and had to be. Distributes in the centre of the field to O'Brien. Here's Lynch. All the way back to Prendergast, and Lopez will put a bit of pressure on him, and they'll look to squeeze him in that corner over there. Kelshaw working hard as well. Lynch goes infield, and Shabao acres of space. Plays it out to O'Brien. Had to stretch to keep that one in. Castley all the way back to Wood. As the fog looks to set in here, you know it's winter looming when the fog sets in here at Landon Stadium. Tyrone Burney. Phil closes him down, so plays it infield to Major. Ben Berry sticks as he's known. See where he gets his nickname from, a tall lad. Ben Berry, of course, the younger brother of Adam, who's not playing tonight. One of the great sixers of the competition, former Central Coast Mariner, Adam Berry. Plenty of outs for Mark Crittenden. Of course, Lockie Campbell, surgery last week. He's out for an extended period, 6 to 8 weeks. Julian Rodriguez, one of the youngsters that's really come on this year. He's out injured at the moment. Such a deep squad this year, this Blacktown side. Mitchell Malia coming back in off-season surgery. Running like a 25-year-old again. Joey Gibbs. Back from Iceland. As well as the usual names. Danny Troy's hardly played any football the last couple of years with some really bad injuries, a shoulder injury, a knee reconstruction. Good to see him back on the field. Free kick to Hills United. Been more than competitive this year. Hills United in the top flight. Of course, last year's champions, League One. It was a tight race for greater parts of the year with them and Bonnyrigg, but in the end they ended up at 8-point winners, winning the premiership. Automatic promotion. St George FC winning the relegation promotion playoff against Mount Druitt Town Rangers, which saw two League One sides make their way up to the top flight and two NPL sides dropping down. Bulls and Mount Druitt Town Rangers, of course. Eddie Montgomery and his Rangers are flying high in League One this year, looking to go straight back up. Here's Wood. Long ball forward. Headed down by Lynch. Jackson Brown just jostling with Troy. Comes off Jackson Brown last. Blacktown with the throw. Away by Lane. Here's Muller. Lynch very strong. Getting the ball back there for Blacktown. Here's Jack O'Brien, can roll it out to Major. Tommy Mako. Fantastic defensive work there, winning it back for Hills, and Muller tried to shift across to Frangie. Quite have enough pace on that one. Maniti with the long ball forward. They look to beat the offside, and Joey Gibbs is onside. The assistants kept the flag down. Joey Gibbs. Jackson Brown there concedes the corner. Some pressure now for Hills United from this set piece. Let's see if this corner can work out for Blacktown better than last time. Of course, the last corner on that side, Jack O'Brien hit it long and there was no one there for Blacktown coming in from the back post. Again, Chabal goes short. Tries to draw out a couple of defenders, and he's done that at the moment. Jackson Brown and Kelshaw there. Ball whipped in, looking for Travis Major. Too much whip on that one. Out it goes for a goal kick. Hills United holding on again. Just sense this game tonight. Very important game for both sides. Just coming into this one, 13th spot, but a win will start to move them up towards that mid-table position and well away from the relegation zone. The goal kick, and on by Lopez. First time ball, Philp, only as far as Lynch and Manidi, shortest player on the ground. It's the header there, but straight to Jackson Brown. Blacktown winning it back through that tackle back from Grant Lynch. There he is, the number 5, the Futsalroo. Just 2 Futsalroos tonight. Kelshaw's played for Australia as well. Skipper for Hills, but current Futsalroos. Wade Juvenali on the bench. Part of that Asian Cup side. Just finished the tournament recently with Grant Lynch over there. Shaw, Kowski, Shabal there, didn't want to give away the free kick or potential yellow card. And this time Casserly with a long ball forward, and Frangie was dropping deep to try and get a shorter pass. Easy work for Grant Lynch and Blacktown City defensively. Now Ben Berry. Needy, Shabal, the 2 6s combining there. Okay, Brian across to Lynch. Shaw again. He's Hills plenty of motor on that right hand side through this opening almost 24 minutes. Has been a cagey affair so far, no score. Hills United 0, Blacktown City 0. We've got us with you on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. And all the action to you live from Landon Stadium with my camera guy Chaz. One of the best in the biz. Filipino flyer. Anyone that knows Filipino basketballers, he's got calves like them as well. They can be 5'5", but they can all dunk. Still make it for San Miguel Beermen, or Ginebra as they're known these days in the PBL. See him laughing on the camera out there. Final series in the Philippines underway at the moment. Yes, we follow all sport around the world. It's Hills United. An opportunity now to mount some pressure on this free kick. Send it into the box, looking for Petkovsky. Casserly there as well. Ball comes out to Troy, and Troy over the top. Lane, it's a foot race now, and Danny Troy's going to get there, but Kelshaw comes across, and who else would be there? There's like 3 Glenn Kelshaws on the field at the moment. I can assure you there's only one wearing a skipper's armband. He's just everywhere for Hills at the moment. All those 1%ers, what Luke Casserly be wanting from his skipper to lead by example, and that he's done so far through this opening 25.5 minutes. Nick O'Brien. First time ball by Bernie. Sets some space and time up for Choi, but the space is closed quickly. Manidi now. Played short for Gibbs. Manidi again. They can zing it out to the left. Here's Lynch. Measures his cross in, looking for Travis Major as the target. Away by Jordan Lane. Jackson Brown can't keep it in on the far side, so another corner for Blacktown City. Jack O'Brien this time looks to take it quicker than last time. Sends it in. What a ball it was for Danny Choi on the turn. And played away to safety. Thomas Lopez, the striker, doing some defensive duties there. Well, they tried a different variation that time. Blacktown City. Short ball in from Jack O'Brien for Danny Troy. They do get another corner though. Ball into the mixer. Low by Lopez. Helped on its way. Downfield from Tommy Mako. It's a cold night here at Landon Stadium. And Justin, one of the greats of the Football New South Wales match reporters, hoping to put plenty of notes down tonight. Has been very tight so far. Major, Troy. Troy playing on the right-hand side now. The switch across, the inversion now. Blacktown City wingers. Manidi. Across to Lynch, who's a little higher up and has a nice left foot. Plays down by Jackson Brown. Shabao looks to drive into the box. Out to Lynch. Not the greatest of crosses from the number 5. Second ball still with Blacktown, and they forced all the way back to Tristan Prendergast. A good defensive work there from Hills United. Petkovsky, Gibbs. Play it out to Troy. He has some space now, can cut onto his left. Danny Troy! Well, he looked to curl it in the far corner. Danny Troy. Not too far wide, but it broke quickly. Troy found the space. He's always going to dink it back onto his left. From there, you would expect Danny Troy to at least hit the target or force Ryan Wood into a save. He was close to the man of the match the other week when I called the Hills vs St George City game. I think he was in the team of the week that round. Some brilliant saves that kept his team in the contest and ultimately gave them the 3 points. Some he had no right to make. Hasn't really been called into action yet. Shabao. Major. Just operating on that left at the moment. Danny Troy on the right, and Needy. Too much pace on that one for Danny Troy. Updates from around the ground. St George FC 2 leading Southern Sharks 0. No change at Wanderers 1-1. Them and Marconi. Mainly in Wollongong Wolves scoreless 0-0 through 22, and St George City and Sydney United also 0-0. And the game played earlier tonight. Apia Leichhardt with another victory. 2-0 over Spirit. Okay, Parisi's side, last year's premiers, humming along again. Push them into that top 3 yet again for another week. Of course, jumping Western Sydney Wanderers at the moment. Goal difference into second. Rockdale leading on 35, but Blacktown with this game 29, an all-important game for them tonight. Keep touch, chasing that premiership. Wanderers can go back to the top of the ladder on 36. Of course, we've seen their big lead evaporate over recent weeks. Back to winning ways last week. That late winner from Nathaniel Blair. Free kick into time added on, giving them that 3-2 win over Sydney Olympic. At the moment, it's evenly poised at Wanderers Football Park. And Anthony Frangi can hit it from distance here, but the way they're lined up on the 18-yard box, he's going to dink this one into the box. And looking for the back post, Petkovsky was there. They get away with it there, Blacktown. Manidi downfield. Jackson Brown and Jack O'Brien, and O'Brien nods it on for Troy, and Lane comes across, and he had a dive for Jordan Lane. It's Danny Troy, if he was around him there, he was off into the 18-yard box. Throw to Blacktown City. Bernie Shabao, Manidi, Nick O'Brien. A low block at the moment from Hill, so Blacktown can camp in their half. Here's Grant Lynch. Major. O'Brien, you can see how deep they are, and he'll invite a shot here from O'Brien. Will the Hills team. Straight to Ryan Wood. Well, that's the danger. They don't have a Mitchell Malia in there tonight, and hasn't he scored some goals this year? Of course, a guy that retired last year, that off-season operation, running like a 25-year-old. He scored 7 goals for Blacktown this year, but some of the goals he scored, I would have been happy scoring one of those in my career. He scored multiple this year, so a lot of highlights for him in the better part of his career. The latter part. Not many better players in the NPL with the ball at his feet than Mitchell Malia, let me tell you. Bernie, Chabal, they try and squeeze them in, and Lopez comes back. Rises the challenge of Thomas Lopez does Chabal. Some space there in the middle. Midfield have been working hard for Hills tonight. They're back 4 doing the job so far. A little under 12 minutes of this first half. Again, they go long. It's not the first time Ryan Wood's been promoted to the top flight. It was part of the old North Shore Mariners when they were promoted to NPL. A lot of those ex-players are in that Northbridge FC playing Prems. Of course, they were Northbridge originally, the North Shore Mariners, and they merged with the Bulls. A lot of those guys still playing for Northbridge. One of them, my son's teacher, Braden Cheng. Very good footballer he was, he still is, but they choose to just play with their mates. Australian representative for Australian Frisbee Tag or something or other, my son was telling me. Apparently he's a great teacher, so that's all we want for our kids. Here's Danny Choi, gets around Jordan Lane. Can cut it back. Onto the box. Goes there for Jack O'Brien. The ball recycles out. Blacktown keep it through Ben Berry. Tyrone Burney. Again, they drop deep. Andy Lopez there. Everyone else behind the ball, trying to stop Blacktown City. O'Brien, they can transition quickly through numbers now, though. Frangie on the turn. Up towards halfway line he goes. The fittest player on the field chasing him. Anthony Frangie there. Tyrone Burney, fittest player in the Blacktown club he is. He runs the 90th minute like he does the first, TJ. Mako. Kelshaw, Castley now. O'Brien there, just holds him up. Jackson Brown wanted the ball long. Travis Major saw that. He did slide out to the left. They go long again. Unmarked. Lynch. A free header down for O'Brien. He's Chabal. Choi wants the ball across and sends that one out over the fence. Not only a wicked ball for Danny Choi and as well as speed, but over the fence it went. Ball returns to Landon Stadium. Good crowd on hand tonight. First ever Landon Stadium derby between the two. Both sides hope will be a great rivalry over the years. Of course, we had the Mayor Cup with Mount Druitt Town Rangers. That may well be back next year, the way Mount Druitt setting it alight in League One. Andy Montgomery. Had a meteoric rise in recent years, Hills. Doing a lot of, Tristan and the team doing a lot of good things for Hills. Here's O'Brien, has some space. Petkovsky there to close him down. Choi! Well, he had the whip on that one. Just over the crossbar, Danny Choi. He certainly had Ryan Wood interested. Now the custodian was happy to see it go over the crossbar. Score still remains. Hills United 0, Blacktown City 0. Long ball forward, looking for Lopez. O'Brien gets there first, plays it off Lopez. So throw to Blacktown City. Looking quickly for Prendergast. And it's Anthony Frangie chasing there. Can tell, watching his running style for a number of years. Always going to get the ball out comfortably, Blacktown that time. Here's Gibbs. Troy, they can play it infield. Maniti's there, and they can shift it across to Major. Danny Troy out to Major, overlapping to the left. Here's Lynch. They go central once more time. Maniti. Lynch first time for Major, who'd made that run, but it was well read from Jackson Brown. Frangie, Kelshaw. Kelshaw goes down, and I think there was a free kick there. They didn't award it. Blacktown get the throw, and they take it quickly. Nick O'Brien now. Maniti for Shabao. That'll be the last time we say that tonight. Danny Troy whips it out to Bernie in all his speed, but always going to run down the hill there. That corner just runs downhill here at Landon Stadium. Just an updated score from around the ground. St George FC 2 now leading Sutherland Sharks 1. That's right on half time. Norwich with a goal after the two Greek boys, Peter Grozos and Troy Danaskos, gave them the 2-0 lead. Second game at Barton Park, of course, winning their first the other week. 2-1 over Sydney Olympic. Grozos scored the first ever goal that day for them as well, former Western Sydney Wanderer, younger brother of Costa. Sure, Theo's there tonight, the dad watching. He's Shabao. There's no one running and overlapping there, so Gibbs is going to have to do all the donkey work, and Cassidy did very well there, Noah Cassidy. Good show of strength. As Gibbs was all over him. Ryan Wood with the goal kick. Kick to Hills. And he gets to his feet. Just went into the corner for Kelshaw, and Maniti, like a jack in the box, gets there, nods it over the sideline. Hills, some opportunity to put some pressure on Blacktown defensively. They've played a low block for periods, and to try and mount some pressure defensively on Blacktown City. Lynch away. Major there with Mako. The referee says handball, and Tommy Mako says on his chest, sir. Anthony Frangie down on the ground at the moment. Referee Brady Merchant just goes and checks on his well-being.
Thank you to our wonderful partners and sponsors of Hills United Football Club for their ongoing support. Snooze Castle Hill, Phoenix Building Approvals, IC Homes, AAA Tyre Factory, and Ivory's Special Coatings.
Back underway, Prendergast out to Berry. Lopez slides across. Kept their shape well, that middle block has been very good tonight for Hills United. Troy now tries to go the outside of Lane. Jordan Lane there. Janny Troy will get there, but it can't hold it up and runs out for a goal kick. Covered well there, Jordan Lane. Not an easy task at hand. Marking up against Danny Troy. Sleight of foot that he has, great feet. Plenty of kids on deck tonight. People braving the elements. We might have some of the youth kids. You can see plenty of the Hills and Blacktown City Sapper youth kids around in the crowd tonight to see they're supporting the senior teams. Jackson Brown takes the throw. Lopez. Kilshaw, does he beat the offside? No, he doesn't. Assistant Charlotte Flynn on the far side. Had a look at it and decided to raise the flag. Of course, no VAR in NPL football, the way we love it. Referees and assistants call it as it is, and the players can handle that. It's far when they get it wrong. Sets the players and supporters alike off a little bit more than copying the decisions. You win some, you lose some on the field. There you go, Brian. Kelshaw doing a lot of work, a lot of that doggy work on that right-hand side. Manidi, first time overlapping his Major, and he gets in behind Travis Major. Danny Choi is the target at the moment. Joey Gibbs now into the box. Gibbs there, but away by Lane. Got the foot in, and what a timely foot it was from Jordan Lane. As Joey Gibbs went to pounce. Chasing goal number 8 of the year, the number 23 for Blacktown City. And the all-time great Blacktown strikers. Of course, none greater than Travis Major, the leading scorer of all time for Blacktown City. That's no mean feat. Well over 100 goals. Such a prestigious club. Major now. Chabot wants the ball. He gets it. 3 yellow shirts around him. Good vision from Major. Tries to dink that one over the top. Grant Lynch had made his run. He'd made a 30 or 40 yard run down that left-hand side. Again, they get the angles right. Hills will play it infield. That time looking for Muller. Over the top now. O'Brien gets in. First time. Can he place it away? No, he can't. Jack O'Brien. Well, you bank him every day of the week there. Jack O'Brien. Ryan Wood came. He couldn't do too much other than close down the angle. Make it tighter for Jack O'Brien. It's just the other side of the post. Right on half time. What an opportunity for Blacktown City. They sprung the offside trap. Travis Major with the ball in. Half a second too late. Probably not even Joey Gibbs, but great work defensively from Hills United. And moreover, Ryan Wood to close down the angle. Jack O'Brien, Chabot. Tyron Burney. Twisting and turning. Gets a deflection off lane, so corner right on half time to Blacktown City. Of course, no fourth official scoreboard or subs board here. There hasn't been a lot of stop-start in terms of free kicks, etc. So I'd say maybe the standard 1 minute. Maybe just the opportunity for Blacktown City now from this corner to conjure something up right on half-time. Or will it be 0-0? Even Stevens at the break. Medi with the corner, sends it in. Away by Lopez, helped on its way up towards the halfway, ladies and gentlemen. A tight game here at Landon Stadium. This round 15 clash. Hills United and Blacktown City. Nothing separates them at the break. Hills United 0, Blacktown City 0. They'll take a short break. Players re-energise, rehydrate. Come back for a big second half. Can Hills United first get the first ever local derby here at Landon Stadium? Will Blacktown City consolidate their spot in the top 4? We'll know a little bit more in about 15 minutes' time. And the second half is underway. But from now, half-time here at Landon Stadium, where it's Hills United 0, Blacktown City 0.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back the players and the officials for the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Landon Stadium. Commencement of the second half, this round 15 clash. Hills United 0, Blacktown City 0. Got a full box tonight. Eric Subiano from his call from the Christie Park earlier. The Arctic Circle, literally the Arctic Circle there today, called the Up You Like Art 2-0 victory over NWS Spirit. So, maintain their age and their impeccable form in recent times. First half that weren't a great deal of chances. Blacktown City with that one chance at the end with Jack O'Brien. Didn't hit the target. There was with one earlier. Just sense this one's going to be a low scorer today and might just be the one goal. And as a commentator, we're hoping we can get at least a goal. And there's a full start to the second half. Anthony Frangi, the naughty boy there, encroaching the circle, so they had to start again. Here's Jackson Brown. And straight away they turn defence into attack. Kelshaw there with Nick O'Brien, and Nick O'Brien just helps it over the sideline and will allow his Blacktown City cohorts to gain their shape. Here's Frangi. Muller. Tommy Mako. Cassidy for Muller. Gast in goals at the other end, trying to keep warm. It's Petkovsky, predominant left footer. Seeing this one down the line. Tyron Burney there, first time, nods it away. Danny Troy, flick inside by O'Brien. Enterprise from Blacktown City, but Tommy Mako looks to break things up there, gets the free kick. Jack O'Brien, the transgressor. Keep my wits about me with Eric and Justin, long lost brothers next to me. Eric reckons he's the better looking guy, but you know, he agrees, Justin does. Needy with the header. Chabal. Heavy first touch, and they come away with it, Hills. Chabal goes down, it's Frangi looking to size something up. Ball in behind for Lopez. Well, he just chopped it too much to his left, Thomas Lopez. Great opportunity for Hills. Blacktown City on the counter now. Jack O'Brien, tracked across by Petkovsky. First time balling for Gibbs, and Cassidy there. Plays it back out to where it came from. O'Brien one more time. Switch the play across to Major. Lovely first touch. Ball with Chabal now, drives it low, gets the bounce on the way through, but comfortable for Wood. He's always behind it there, Ryan Wood. Between Eric and Justin, I think we're going to have a comprehensive match report tonight. Might be a little hotter than the weather. Just need some goals, some action. Figure it's going to open up a little in the second half. Well, we hope so anyway. Lynch under the press from Kelshaw. O'Brien. Earlier game today, NWS Spirit 0. Went down to Up You Like Art. 2 goals to 0. George FC 2 leading Sutherland Sharks 1. No change in the score. Western Sydney Wanderers 1. Marconi Stallions 1. Man United at half time lead Wollongong Wolves by a goal to 0. A certain Filipino flyer, he's got a new nickname, but I can't recall it. Cheering for that one to get home. And St George City 0 trailing Sydney United 58-1. So Sydney United opportunity to maintain that strong form in recent weeks. Here's Tommy Mako driving in, twisting and turning. Can't fashion a shot on target. And 4 black shirts around in there, Thomas Mako. Did well to even get a shot away, let alone maintain the rage. Of course, last night were a couple of games. We'll go to New South Wales, not Victorian Premier League. We're not interested in Victoria. This is the best NPL in Australia. Sydney Olympic 3, Sydney FC 1. That was the full-time score last night in Rockdale. Tough going up at Plume Park. Pete Pryor calling that one. Rockdale 2 leading, or they defeated Central Coast Mariners 1. So the Mariners rooted at the foot of the table at the moment. They need a win like the desert needs some rain. Otherwise they're going to be in that relegation fight for the duration of the year. We saw last year how hard it is for the youngsters coming up with Bulls getting relegated. Sydney FC also struggling this year, but it's a whole new group of youngsters coming through for Jimmy Van Vieren. Ball in for Lopez. He's unmarked, the chest down, and on the turn, skies it over the bar. Tommy Lopez. Well, he just lost his marker there, Thomas Lopez. And on the turn, couldn't get over it. Prendergast from short range wouldn't have been able to, very hard to save if he got it on target. Wouldn't say he wouldn't save it, because you watched the Marconi game last week. He had some stellar saves that got him in the team of the week. Manidi. From the famous Manidi Filipino family. His dad Ferdy raised some ballers in that family. Major goes down. Muller's saying, mate, shoulder to shoulder. Travis Major thought he'd done enough. Get the free kick.
FC 2, Sutherland Sharks 1. Western Sydney Wanderers 1. Marconi Stallions 1. 50 minutes gone. Half time. Manly United 1.
Probably hear the scores updated around the grounds. Dave McDonald, fellow NPL New South Wales commentator, doubles up as the ground announcer here for Hills. Ball over the top should be the Dave McDonald Cup. He's got a love for both these sides. We're talking about what we could name the local cup between these two. The derby with Child Old Windsor Road Cup. The battle of the Norwest Overpass entrance to the Motorway Cup. Dave McDonald has a good ring around it, that one, the Dave McDonald Cup. It's back from recent trip to Fiji. I thought he'd be looking worse than he does, but bouncing around today. He's got a bit of a trip tomorrow down south, his game. Next week. Oh, he's got the weekend off. I thought he'd be too hungover this week. Tommy Mako, twisting, turning, closed down by O'Brien. Shift across from Phil. Frangie trying to get the shot on target. Spilled by Prendergast. Away by Ben Berry. Always difficult games. You look at the form of these two sides. Of course, Hills 4 wins from their 14 coming into this one. Blacktown 8 wins, 4 draws, just the 2 losses. The local derbies always, anything can happen. Hills United not quite as experienced as Blacktown City. Really making a fist of things this year in the top flight. Hills now look to get a shot on target. And that one from Cam Philp, just wide of the goal. Prendergast always knew that one was going. He was rooted to that right post that you see through the camera tonight. Bit of a weird one here. We had some fog earlier. The fog's gone. Eric Subiano kills me eating chips next to me tonight. No dinner for me. Still after the call, he seemed to repeat. Well, I do anyway. Eric's already worked tonight. Could have been Uber Frangos for us. I'm sure all of us would have given him a few dollars tip if he delivered it to us in the box. Here's Lynch. Crowd growing restless both ways. A good crowd here tonight at Landon Stadium. Of course, both sides' home venue. It is Hills United as the home team tonight. Petkowski drives towards the halfway line and over it they go. Infield ball cut out by Danny Troy. Troy and O'Brien. He's onside. Jack O'Brien. Chabal going there as the target, looking for the ball in. Mario Chabal doesn't get the connection, but what a save it was at the near post. Ryan Wood. Well, they almost caught Hills out there. Jack O'Brien breaking the lines. Perfectly measured ball in. They take the corner quickly. Troy, O'Brien. Still with Blacktown. The second ball now with Manidi. Over the top he goes. Ghosting in. Looking for Lynch. Can't climb enough over the top of that one. And Ryan Wood collects and scoops quickly. Here's Jackson Brown. Kelshaw in front of him. Plays route one. Cam Philp never going to get there. Straight to Prendergast. Rolls it quickly. Manidi. Nicolota, Daniel Pinches, Braxton, Lucas and the crew tuning in. Blacktown City people. Blacktown City having a good victory in the under-13s that Braxton plays for today. Got there in the end, 2-0. He's coming back in recent weeks from his ACL, the young man. Fine young player. Name to watch out in the future, Braxton Pinches. Free kick, Blacktown City. Nice position now for Blacktown City. Jack O'Brien. Of course, Blacktown City defeated Manly United in the 13s today, 2-0 over there at Cromer, for those that are tuning in. Earlier game in the under-20s today was Hills United with a victory, 2-0 over Blacktown City. Referee plays his whistle. 12 plays on the 6-yard box. O'Brien plays it short. Away by Anthony Frangi. Low block at the moment, so O'Brien just can measure that ball in. Looking for Major. Heads it down. Sorry, it was Joey Gibbs. Knotted it down for Travis Major. Ball always rising there off the bounce, though. Couldn't keep it down, but good vision from Joey Gibbs to knot it back into the path. A moment there, I thought he was going to. A glancing header there over the advancing Ryan Wood. Kick's taken. Frangi with Lopez. Gets around Bernie. Lopez under the 6-yard box it goes, away by O'Brien. Danny Choi dropping deep to keep it in. Chabal. Plenty of yellow shirts around the ball tonight. Working hard on and off the ball, Hills United. O'Brien. Chabal. Gibbs offside. No, he's not. Tracked across by Petkowski, who will hold him up. Doubling up is Jack O'Brien. O'Brien now advances into the 18-yard box. The face ball across from Major. And great defensive work it was there from Caleb Jackson Brown, the former Blacktown City player. Had to get the touch in. Travis Major thought he was going to nick one at the back post. Progress scores updated from around the grounds. Marconi have taken the lead 2-1. They lead over Western Sydney Wanderers at Football Park. It's Blacktown City now with a corner. Manidi sends that far post. Looking for Ben Berry it was. Held up in the air for Wood to come out and collect. So they survive another corner from Blacktown City Hills United. Shabal just breaking down that out ball from Ryan Wood. It's back Blacktown City possession. Now through Ben Berry. Nick O'Brien, long ball for Lynch. Jackson Brown gets there first. So next week I'll be calling the Hills game, round 16. Back at home they are, up against Sydney Olympic. And that's a 7 o'clock kickoff, 5:30 on Saturday. Blacktown City travel to Lambert Park. It should be open, I'm hearing. 5:30 clash for their first game back on the new Syntho. Kelshaw. Almost a killer ball in. Cam Philp couldn't get a foot on that one. And turn it over, Lane. Thomas Mako. Jackson Brown wants the ball over this near side to us. Major's there to hold him and Kelshaw up at the moment. Shabao. Mako. Casserly across to Petkovsky. Lane. Half an hour left to play. 60 minutes gone. Still no sides have gone to the substitutes. Thomas Mako. Kelshaw. Jackson Brown drifting to the right. Gets there first. Closed down by Lynch. Concedes the corner. So corner to Hills United. Marconi have scored again. Now lead Western Sydney Wanderers 3-1. Western Sydney perhaps staring down the barrel of their third loss in 4 weeks after starting the season 10 from 11. Not sure what scholarship players were available to Andrew Christensen tonight. I'll check up on all that and all the other games over the course of the weekend. Castley's had a little wayward there. Blacktown with the ball. Choi. Very first time up towards O'Brien. The second ball falls to Shabao and they can transition 4-on-4, but the yellow shirts come back still with Blacktown and Shabao. Mako again, like a lion. Doesn't go away until he's fed. O'Brien, the ball in, far post for Gibbs. The boys like that Thomas Mako call. You watch him play, as I said earlier, he's a player that's impressed me this year. Never seen him play before, but he's like a caged lion, but when you feed him, he gets hungrier. Certainly does the job. Casserly. Petkovsky. Again, they send it long. Again, it's broken up by Nicholas O'Brien. Twisting and turning. Jack O'Brien, heavy first touch, but gets nipped at the back. Gets the free kick. Get a opportunity now. Murray Shabao there can send this one in. Ben Berry going there for the head. Major strong in the air, so too Joey Gibbs. Perhaps it's meant for Grant Lynch at the back post. Shabao first time in. Gibbs there. Casserly too. They knock it down for Danny Choi. And again they can't hit the target. It was a beautiful header there from Gibbs. Found Choi. Again, they found the outside of the post. Blacktown City. 63.5 minutes gone. It's a stalemate at the moment. 0-0.
Thank you to our major sponsors of Hills United Football Club. Ivory Special Coatings. Triple A Tyre Factory.
George City have equalised.
IC Homes.
Penshurst Park, 1-1.
Snooze.
Carlos de Oliveira gave Sydney United the lead in that first half. So plenty of games this Saturday night. No doubt the cold weather playing into some of the close scorelines we're seeing. Prendergast comes out off his line quickly. He had to because Phil put some pressure on him at the back. Bernie. Danny Choi can run around Jordan Lane, and that's what he does. But Tommy Macca, who else? There to hold him up too. O'Brien. More yellow shirts in the Socceroos clash out there tonight. Or Matildas. Depends on which national team you go and watch regularly. Perhaps if you're Eric, you watch everything. He was watching the yellow shirts tonight. Privilege of calling David Perkovic's NWS Spirit up against Apia. That time it wasn't the home side that got away with the 3 points, but a game that both sides well in the balance of this one of claiming all three. I think tonight maybe just the one will clinch it. Here's Shabao. Away by Casserly. Only as far as Maniti. Directional heads it across to Shabao. Plays the Sheva ball, the 1-2 there. Again they go tight quarters. Onside is Major. Casserly there gets the block. And the header in, and who else but Jack O'Brien with number 12 of the season. Blacktown City get the first into the 66th minute. Well, they came close moments earlier. This time Jack O'Brien, after missing a gilt-edged opportunity earlier, made no mistake. A glancing header in off the post. Nothing Ryan Wood could do. Blacktown City take the lead. It's 1-0. We're going to see perhaps some subs. I'm not sure what the assistant was doing. He suggested as though there were subs to be coming on. At the moment, perhaps we see some players stripping off. Danny Troy, it looks like, is going to go off. Marty Fernandez on. So Danny Troy off, Marty Fernandez on. Fancy feet, Marty. Looked at one of those highlights of his last week. I think over some wonderful skill. There's Marty Fernandez, of course, former Marconi Stallions and Western Sydney Wander Academy player. Always looks like he's got a lot of time and space on the ball, such as his footwork, Marty Fernandez. Danny Troy's saw 65, 66 minutes. Of course, a heavy schedule for Blacktown this week at the Midweek Cup. 4-0 victory over Northbridge that takes them through to round 7. Marconi last Sunday, 3-0 victory. Of course, a side that's had some injuries and suspensions recently. He's done enough for Coach Crittenden tonight. Marty Fernandez gets 23, 24 minutes. Bernie fighting hard, wins the throw on the far side. Making me nervous, Eric and Justin. More conversations in the Russian KGB. The ball in. Secret Service. Will be a corner to Blacktown City. George City have taken the lead, now lead 2-1. Jason Romero, Nathan Roberts are 2 goal scorers in the second half. Medical Yule's side now gained the ascendancy on that one at Penshurst Park. Needy now with the corner for Blacktown City. Can they double their lead? Near post it goes. Comes out to Jack O'Brien on the turn, sort of scuffs the shot. Still not away to safety. Muller fighting there, they give it up. Lynch with a shot, gets a deflection. Bounces into the arms of Ryan Wood. Kowski out to Lane. Philp plays it off Bernie for the throw. And we're going to see another substitution, or double substitution for Hills United. Thomas Lopez and Glenn Kelshaw going off. And Sunday Yona and Yuakubo coming on. So plenty of firepower coming on. Sunday Yona would be one of the quickest players in the league. Here he is now, first touch. Played in by Akubo. Of course, he scored that second goal, the winner, a few weeks ago against St George City.
Coming off, number 19.
Akubo, the leading goal scorer for Hills, with 4.
Being replaced by number 9
this year.
Akubo, and number 24, Sunday Yona.
20 minutes to turn the tide here for the home side. Blacktown City chasing their 9th victory of the season and maintain their edge in that top 4, and potentially Wanderers going down an inch closer towards the top. A massive battle all over the competition this year, of course, a top 6 back to finals format. Got the top 6 at the moment, the group chasing, those looking to move up into the middle of the table, and of course the relegation that's real at the moment with a few of the clubs down the bottom needing a victory or two desperately to climb away. It's not just the automatic relegation. You want to make sure you're not in that playoff game. Can go down as we saw with Rangers last year. Kowski intercepted by O'Brien. They come away with it. This is Jack O'Brien. Zinged across to Joey Gibbs. Casserly holds him up. He plays it on to Nicholas O'Brien, and Lane there just uses his body. Blacktown fans looking for a penalty. Certainly shoulder to shoulder. Did well there, Jordan Lane. Blacktown still with the ball. Here's Fernandez. Frangie. Surrounded by 2 black shirts. Does well to get away with the ball, but they turn it over in midfield. Here's Lynch. Lynch driving towards the 18-yard box. The Futsal Rouge star gets a deflection on the way through. And they will get a corner. A little bit more advanced, Grant Lynch, and why not from there? Of course, plays as a target in futsal, so know what it's like to score, not so much outside the 18-yard box. They're looking to press and try and find that second goal that you would think, the way the game's played out tonight, will certainly seal the 3 points for them at the moment. Hills United very much alive. Jacob Manidi now measures this corner. Again, he goes back post. Wood there. Gibbs comes in, but it was always going to be comfortable for him. As tall a man as Joey Gibbs here, you need a step ladder from Bunnings to get that one. Just the mini step ladders, you know, the ones you need to change the light fittings. Next week, Hills United back here at home. Saturday night, 7 o'clock, taking on Sydney Olympic. I'll be calling that one for you. Round 16 action, start of the second part of the season. Blacktown away to Arpulaika. Big top 4 clash. That one will be a real 6-pointer, 5:30 at Lambert next Saturday. Franco Parisi's side, Blacktown City. Blacktown City winning that round 1 clash earlier on in the year, 6-3. After a slow start, last year's premiers Arpia have certainly stamped their passport as one of the sides to beat this year. And Jack O'Brien's limping towards the sideline, so we're going to see a substitution. Does look like young Lockie Henderson over there on the sideline in the Ponytail coming on. Of course, came off the bench last week against Marconi for his debut. Almost got a goal. Also part of that Australia Cup victory midweek with a lot of youngsters for Mark Crittenden. Some youngsters getting some valuable game time this year. Of course, Lockie
Substitution for
was in last year's Australian schoolboys side. That was the UK tour.
Being replaced by number 42, Lachlan Henderson.
Coached by Alex Watson, the 13s coach for Sydney FC. Had a great tour, did young Lockie. Featured prominently this year in the under-20s for Blacktown City, but getting some time in recent weeks in the top grade. It's the young 17-year-old. Here's Fernandez, the ball in. The 1-2, they put it away. Yes, they do. Travis Major. Well, some beautiful football from Blacktown City. The 1-2, ta-ta-ta. Travis Major gets another, the all-time leading goal scorer, number 6 of the season. 75 minutes gone here at Landon Stadium. They double their lead. Blacktown City 2, Hills United 0.
Hills United 0, Blacktown City 2.
Well, that was the goal that Mark Crittenden was hoping for. Almost put it beyond doubt now for Hills. Still plenty of time left in this one. But if there's a side that can lock down a 2-goal lead, it's Blacktown City, as Nikolai Muller now got the captain's armband, as Glenn Kelshaw was replaced. I think he's saying that he thought the ball might have gone out, and he's just remonstrating with the referee. The assistant had no problems with it on the far side, Charlotte Flynn. Jack O'Brien, the first goal of the second half in the 66th, and Travis Major is now in the 75th, making it 2-0. Just joining us, that's the goals for Blacktown City. It was 0-0 at the break. We promised you goals. We've got at least a couple. You just won't die wondering, let me tell you. Frangie there with O'Brien. The clearance from O'Brien cleared off Frangie.
Scores from around the grounds. St George FC 3, Sutherland Sharks 1. Marconi Stones 3.
Be a substitution.
Marconi Stones 4. Western Sydney Wanderers 1.
Cam Philp going off.
United 1. Wollongong Bulls 1.
And that looks like
St
Bilal.
George City 2. Sydney United 1.
Jamal Belkardi. Tell by his hairstyle. That's one. So he'll come across to the middle. Sundayana goes across. Nikolai Muller gets replaced. It's going to be Wade Giovanelli. The Futsalroo coming on, because that's the bench cleared for Hills United. Just Emlyn Cross, the reserve goalkeeper. Unused sub at the moment. Philp and Nikolai Muller. So just telling the match reporter he's
coming off,
having a snooze on the lounge.
Number 27, Nikolai Muller, being replaced by number 7, Wade Giovanelli. Number 10,
confirming
Jamal Belkardi.
Jamal Belkardi on, as was Wade Giovanelli. Here's Frangie. He's come across to the right. Sundayana has gone across to the left. Belkardi continues on with his run. Strong player, Belkardi. There's Nick O'Brien. Charles Strength sees it out for a goal kick. 78.5 minutes gone. Blacktown City 2, Hills United 0. You may see a youngster or two from Crittenden's Blacktown City edging towards full-time come on. When the game is perhaps well in the balance. Ball over the top. Fernandez there. Come across Petkovsky, high foot. Daniel Petkovsky wins the free kick for Hills United. Plays quickly to Casserly. Shift across to the left. Giovanelli back to Petkowski. What a goal he scored at the Asian Cup by Giovanelli, the futsalroo. One of the top-notch goals for the futsalroos, and whilst they didn't get the results, you can see just regular games for them. How much it does. It's a sport that's frowned upon by many, but one of the great sports. All the greats across the world have played it growing up. None greater than the GOAT himself, Lionel Messi. Of course, Wade part of the Football New South Wales payroll every week. So, as they say, football is life. It's certainly life for Wado. Just might as well go through the scores at the moment. Just a stoppage in play at the moment. St George 3 leading Sutherland Sharks 1. So Sutherland headed to another loss. Wanderers now trailing Marconi Stallions 4-1. So, as I said earlier, I'm not sure what academy players were available to Andrew Christensen, but I certainly didn't see that, especially with Marconi getting a couple of reds last week. But a big victory, Peter Tsakenis, and that will be 4 in 5 losses for Western Sydney Wanderers. So they're stuttering at the moment. Manly and Wollongong 1-1 through 70. And St George City still leading Sydney United 2-1. They're your Saturday night games. Oh, Sam O'Connor. I didn't have him down. It wasn't on dribble. So Sam O'Connor's came on. The ghost off the bench, number 14, Sam O'Connor. Just confirm the sub when I look at the players. You think with the Brains Trust, it's a left back, Jordan Lanes. Petkowski's moved across to that left back spot. Mako's just gone into that left centre back spot, just as a reshuffle for Luke Casserly.
Substitution for Hills United. Coming off, number 12, Jordan Lane.
I said the bench was emptied earlier, but Sam O'Connor didn't appear on the dribble lineup as we got the teams through just before kick-off. Fernandez. We've got us with you for this one tonight from Landon Stadium in the heart of Sydney. Seven Hills. Across the Football New South Wales YouTube channel, as every game is live and exclusive in the men's and women's, as well as League One men's and women's match of the round each week. One of the best camera guys bringing the action to you tonight, Ches. Just in front of me. Hope you're enjoying the cast. Those that are messaged in, sitting at home on your couch enjoying the game. Blacktown looking to find a third and really bury it. Lucky Henderson keeps it in. Lynch. Just hold it up and Henderson can measure a beautiful ball in. Looking for Gibbs. Well, he almost got the assist there. What a ball in from the youngster, Lachlan Henderson. Young Lockie put it on a platter for Joey Gibbs. Couldn't get the right direction. Inches wide of the post of Ryan Wood's goal. That would have killed off the game. Still a faint lifeline for Hills. 83 minutes gone. They trail Blacktown City 2-0. Tommy Mako drives around Gibbs. They play it out left. Petkowski, first time for Sundayona. Tyrone Burney comes across. Told you, he'll run as quick and as hard in the 90th as he will as in the first. Blacktown City's fittest player. TJ, as he's known, the number 12, the right back. He's got his opportunity. Blacktown's championship winning year a couple of years ago. and hasn't looked back, TJ. As Hills United get a corner. Great opportunity from this set piece to pull one back. Halve the deficit to 1. Anthony Frangi will swing this one in off his right. Majority of players forward for Hills United. And it's a chase, a goal. Prendergast comes and parries it away. Juvenali, first time in to his futsal player, but opposition shirt this time. Lynch who nods it away. Juvenali one more time again. Henderson, Shabao. They can break Blacktown. Not a lot to go forward with, but Fernandez tracked across by O'Connor. There's messaging in. Sarah's not his mum. It's the yellow card, the Terminator. Pretty clean game, this one you'd expect. Mutual respect, local derby. They share the same change rooms. Marconi have really nailed the coffin of Western Sydney tonight, closed. Up 5-1. I did not see that. Will make for interesting reading. The big loss the other week against Apia, but they had a number of their A-League players away and unavailable for that one. But looking to find some form at the moment. We thought they were back in form last week with that late winner against Sydney Olympic from Nathaniel Blair, but looks like they're going to go down. 4 losses in their last 5 after only losing 1 in their opening 11 games, and that was up against Rockdale Illendon, round 3 this year. Major. Bernie. Belcardi there just puts enough pressure on them to hold them up, and they have to go all the way back to Ben Berry. They won't mind this Blacktown City as they maintain the ball. And interesting, the referee's called the offside, but the assistant over on the far side, Charlotte Flynn, right in line, didn't raise a flag.
Scores from around the grounds. St George FC 3, Sutherland Sharks 1, Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Marconi Stallions 5, Manly United 1, Wollongong Wolves 1, St George City FA 2, Sydney United 1.
Plenty of games we say they're real 6-pointers. That one there, both sides in the top 6, Western Sydney and Marconi. Wanderers coming in top spot only by a point. But they're going to relinquish that this week after being at number 1 for a number of weeks, and we will have a new leader in the NPL New South Wales men's competition. And the way things are headed, it will be Rockdale who will finish the round in top spot, as Lockie Henderson chases this one all the way through to Ryan Wood. First time downfield, broken up there by Manidi. Nick O'Brien, I'm not sure what he was doing from there. He's in a Danny Choi. More like Danny Boy. He's a good defender, Nicholas O'Brien. Can play him anywhere on the field. Probably not as sharp up top as his brother Jack. There's no player that he can't play. He's Mark Crittenden's one of his go-to Mr. Fix-Its. Depending on where they've got injuries or suspension, he'll just slot in, can play anywhere in the midfield, anywhere in the back. Doing a great job once again for Crito this year. Quality player, Nick O'Brien. Here's Mako. He's got the armband and he's just gone through a couple of arms tonight. Well deserved, Tommy Mako. Enjoy calling him. I get to call him the next couple of weeks. And shift across to Yona. Jackson Brown, Salviona, former Blacktown City player as well. Ball in for Belcardi and away by Blacktown. Here's Shabao and they can transition. Joey Gibbs is onside looking for the long ball. Great vision from Shabao. Finds Gibbs. Nothing but yellow shirts around him. Overlapping is Henderson and Castley's going to get there first. Managed to keep it in there. Lockie Henderson. Lynch comes to help out. Henderson gets the free kick, and Castley's saying, "You ran into me, sir." And just judging by where Castley's hands were, it wasn't a comfortable run. The boys are a bit cold out there at the moment for Castley. Here's Henderson, breaks the offside trap. Deflected away. And the follow-up shot by Shabao, skied towards Hudson Hotel. Well, he almost scored last week, Lockie Henderson, and I thought for a fleeting moment that was going to be his first goal in the top flight. He got the numbers behind the ball, and the follow-up shot from Shabao. Couldn't find number 3 of the night into the 90th minute. Blacktown City headed to another victory. They'll stay in 4th, but with Western Sydney Wanderers losing, the gap to first closes for them. Only 4 points now. Shabao. A costly loss for Western Sydney Wanderers, with Apia and Rockdale both winning this weekend, and Blacktown headed that way. Lockie Henderson in behind, dinks it forward for Gibbs. Has to wait for it to sit up. Joey Gibbs. Petkovsky away. Fernandez there first, but Rangy with a long ball forward. Nick O'Brien, like the general, breaks it up. Bernie for Major. Into time added on it. Again though, sub sports, I can't tell you how long, maybe 3 or 4 minutes with the benches emptied, especially from the hill side of things. And Rockdale will be top of the pops this week, 35 points. Apia into second on 34. Western Sydney Wanderers dropped to third on 33. Blacktown 31. Marconi with their victory on 31, rounding out the top 5. And Sydney United at the moment on goal difference in front of St George in 6th on 27. St George will finish on 27. And a bit of a gap to the chasing pack. Here's Gibbs. Fernandez in the centre. Mako just backhills it away. Jackson Brown. Run it up towards the halfway line, Jackson Brown. Frangie. Major all over him. Juvenali looked for it short there, and they decided to go long. Sent it up towards the 18-yard box, away by O'Brien. Maniti out to Lynch, who can play it down to Henderson. Henderson, some pressure in his back from Jackson Brown. Two that know each other. Jackson Brown is known like Henderson for many years, seeing him come through the youth system. Will be the youngster that will claim all 3 points here tonight. The Eels have fought valiant in this one, but that second goal of the night to Blacktown, Travis Major, really set the cat amongst the pigeons. Kubo with the header. We're looking for Belcardi. Henderson, first time down towards Mako. Mako heads it forward. Fernandez. Henderson, there's some enterprise play once again. Fernandez, they break to the right. Henderson wants it. Looks to get played in from Gibbs. Well read by Mako. O'Connor gives it away. Major. Fernandez onto his left, looking to place it in the near corner. Didn't get the power on it. Wood down quickly. Scoops and distributes. And Giovanelli on the far side. Up over the half he goes. Joey Gibbs coming back just to hold him up. Switch across to the right. Finds Yona. Lynch in his back. Cuts inside. Well, that speed. Sunday Yona maintains his footing. Still going. Away by Berry, but advantage played, but there was no real advantage for Sunday Yona. So calls it back for a free kick about 25 yards out from the Blacktown goal. Giovanelli and Frangie stand over this one, as does Yona. I can guarantee you, I've known Anthony Frangi many, many years. He ain't letting anyone take this free kick. He can strike with venom. Anthony Frangi. The wall stays there 10 yards away. Frangi into the wall he goes. And a follow-up shot from Jackson Brown, ladies and gentlemen, full time here at Landon Stadium. A tough victory for Blacktown City, who get their number 9th of the season. Close the gap at the top to 4 points, maintain 4th spot. They've defeated Hills United by 2-0.
For your attendance here at Landon Stadium this evening.
Goals in the second half. Jack O'Brien with his 12th of the season.
Hills United's next
In the 66th minute, Travis Major with his 12th of the season in the 75th minute, doubled the lead, and from there it was always going to be a tough ask for Hills United. Blacktown City doing what they had to do to claim all 3 points. Cold night here in the first Landon Stadium derby between the two. Looking forward to it. Next week's games, Hills United back here at home Saturday night up against Sydney Olympic. 7 o'clock kickoff, I'll be calling that one for you. And Blacktown City potentially will be match of the round back at Lambert Park. They take on RPL Leichhardt, 5:30 p.m. Saturday night. The next two venues and opponents for the two. But from Landon Stadium, ladies and gentlemen, Will Gotch is with you. It's been a pleasure having you on the stream tonight on the YouTube channel. Of course, all the games tomorrow, a couple of games still underway at the moment. Marconi Stallions 5, leading Western Sydney Wanderers 2. Manly and Wollongong 5 minutes to go, 1-1. St George City, 7 minutes left at Penshurst Park, leading Sydney United 58 by 2-1. From Landon Stadium on a cold night, it is Blacktown City who brought the heat, claiming a 2-0 victory. Until next week, don't forget some big games tomorrow, live and exclusive on Football New South Wales. Until next week, once again, it's been a big thank you and good night.